everyone, welcome to Otaku Saga. I'm DK.
I'm Rizzo.
Hey, and I'm Zero, and today in Anime Reaction, watch episode 9 of Flying Witch.
If you want to check out our reaction to the 9th episode of Flying Witch, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comment section, because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga, and don't forget to like and share our videos. And thanks for watching.
Please support the official release.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled idiots.
Ding!
So on this episode of Flying Witch, how to describe what's going on.
First, let's just talk about the Inukai? Inukai's interruption for the day.
Yeah, so I'm glad that they brought Inukai back.
I'm still waiting for the Harbinger to come back.
Right. But yeah, so Inukai decided to come over and read their fortunes as a thank you and an apology for what happened last
All the
time.
ruckus.
Yeah. Because basically she ended up not reading their fortunes previously.
Interesting. I've been around a lot of people who deal with fortune telling or hope they fortune tell.
The claim
They
to.
certainly try.
They certainly try. A lot of people who read tarot cards. I knew one person who read sticks. He'd take a handful of sticks and he'd drop them, and wherever they...
Yeah, it's similar to reading bones.
And then another favorite of some friends of mine, rune reading.
But yeah, so basically she reads off the fortunes for Makoto, Chinatsu, and Kei. And of course they come true. Sort of. It's just not in the way that they expected.
Well, it's kind of hard to make an expectation when all you are able to do is write down individual words.
The interesting thing was, it was unexpected.
Yeah. And it worked out.
Right?
Worked out as she wrote it.
Also, it seems like a really strange use of Akane's powers to basically fold up origami cranes and set a spell on them so that they go into Makoto, Chinatsu, and Kei's rooms to wake them up and bring them to the living room.
Yes.
Ding dong.
Yes, but this is the person who last episode turned the entirety of Halong Bay into a great scale picture.
Very true. She is not all there. Of course, that runs in the family.
Chaotic good? Chaotic neutral? She's chaotic, though, either way.
It's gotta be.
That was so funny. Because, yeah, she woke up when Now was there. And it just so happened that Makoto had gone into the kitchen to get drinks. And so Kei walked in, so it was Now and Kei sitting in the living room. So Akane just assumed that Now was Kei's girlfriend. And then when it turned out to not be the case, she was sorely disappointed.
I know, but just that like dirty old man laughing up until that one. And then just
later.
And then just
It was very, very funny.
yeah. And much needed too.
Right?
And especially in light of certain anime which ended this week.
Yeah.
Not naming any names.
You'll find out. But, yeah. Anything else you want to say about this one?
Not really. Just
Not really.
another wonderful, just relaxing episode. Again, this series, it always seems to go by quicker than 23 minutes. Like, all the episodes, they've all seemed shorter to me.
Oh, yeah. The overcompensation of radishes.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
There's a lot of radishes.
Yes, it is.
That's a lot of radishes.
I was like maybe a plant or two. Okay, yeah. Half the friggin' yard.
I don't think that she actually understood what a radish was when she planted all of them.
She did seem rather surprised that it was spacey.
Yeah, it was.
Vintage Makoto.
Yeah.
Just leave it at that.
Although, one of them did say it's good.
That was Chinatsu.
Chinatsu, she got a more, ripe one? Are they spicier when they're not as ripe?
I cannot remember. I think they're spicier when they're not as ripe, and they start turning sweeter when they're more ripened. I think that's how it goes.
I forget which. Any vegetable experts or culinary people out there, let us know.
Radish experts.
Radishologists.
But yeah, that about wraps it up for this episode of Anime Reaction. As always, I'm Rizzo.
I'm Zero. I'm DK.
See you next time.